Today I fucked up by twerking for my girlfriend. Obligatory. This happened a couple minutes ago and I'm still crippling in pain, having flashbacks. So it's a normal day at home. We just had lunch and we were listening to some music. I'm feeling particularly good about myself and the energy of the music is driving me, and so I started vibing out to the music. In an attempt to be funny, I bent over and started working for my girlfriend. She gets up from her seat and starts playfully slapping my ass. Nothing wrong here, right? Wrong. I was bent far enough forward that my balls were left wide open from the back. So when my GF was slapping my ass, she accidentally slapped me right in the nuts. I didn't even have time to be surprised as the pain immediately hit me and I fell down in excruciating pain. You know how the real pain is delayed? This one wasn't. I thought I was going to throw up for 5 minutes while laying down on the kitchen floor. Lesson learned, leave the twerking for the ladies. Too long didn't read, twerked for girlfriend, she slapped my nuts instead of my ass. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I miss his ass and I slap his nuts. Breathing in his testicles. Breathes in. High-pitched screaming. Hey, maybe not having a girlfriend isn't so bad. Just wondering, were you clothed when the infamous slap in the balls occurred? Just asking for friends. Lol, completely clothed. At least you learned that you're not into cock and ball torture today. Honestly, who the fuck slaps between the legs? You go for the mid-cheek or outside area of the ass. If you can't get a good target, you pause. She said I moved and I was like, that's the point. Total accident, lol. Today I fucked up by having long hair. So today I, 39F, began my usual morning routine by jumping into the shower. I started to do my shower routine, lather up, shave my armpits, think about all my personal problems and grievances and how I may solve them. As I am rinsing off, I notice that the drain isn't doing its prescribed job, mainly to drain away water. Our drain is unusual as it's a long, thin, rectangular drain covered by a removable tile. There is a very thin gap for the water to flow down underneath the tile to a hole below. The drain being blocked is a common occurrence which can be easily fixed by removing any built-up hair in the gap. I try this and remove some hair and other debris which kind of looks like the size, shape and consistency of my cat's vomit. I keep showering but the water is beginning to overflow onto the bathroom floor and there is no sign of any water being drained. Think crap, better finish up and turn the water off. I lift off the tile and I call to hubby and say, hun, get me a chopstick so I can clear the drain. He's like, what, a chopstick? Hang on. Insert eye roll from him. Anyway, he come back with this long, thin, bendy orange stick-like device that has hooks running up and down its length. I'm like, oh cool, a drain and blocker. He sticks it in the drain hole and kind of pulls it up and down. Then it becomes stuck and won't come out. He pulls it harder and what looks like a hairball starts to come out. To my absolute horror, the hairball doesn't end and it becomes a 15 hair slug that is about 3 wide. You know when a magician pulls handkerchiefs out of a hat? This was my hubby pulling my hair slug out of the drain. I was mortified and revolted, but my hubby took it like a champ. Then all the water flowed happily down the drain. We shall never speak of the shower hair slug again. Too long didn't read. The drain in my shower was blocked by a massive hair slug. ETA, pics of the drain. ETA 2, my most upvoted Reddit post is about a hair slug. The drain explained. I've absolutely been there, and I don't envy you. Pulling out hair clogs is one of the worst things. It's literally years of dampness, hair, dirt, and skin all morphed into a horrid mass. Long hair probably adds another layer of horror to it. The worst is moving to a new apartment and cleaning out the previous residents' hair. In our current apartment, I pulled a long hair plus slime clog the size of a smallish rat right after we moved in. Sent a pic to my friends and traumatized them. Lol, it's called a snake. The thing to unblock the drain. I only know this because I too have long ass hair. I got this strainer thingy that fits in the drain to catch it so it doesn't happen as often. Figures I know the name for the drain clearer but not the protector. I too have long ass hair. Well, not really what I wanted to be picturing, but here we are. Skeptical. I keep trying to convince my college-age daughter that you absolutely have to plunge the shower drain at least twice a year. The shower at her dad's old place had to be professionally unclogged. Lol, I guess she never saw me doing that for the two of us long-haired girls. We have lived in our place for 4 years and I didn't even know we had a drain snake to clear the drain. Lol, I guess hubby has done it though since he knew where it was and what to do with it. Your daughter may have to learn from experience. Lol. Get a tub shroom. That shit is necessary if you have long hair. What's a tub shroom? Sounds intriguing. Lol. I've never smelled something that caused me to physically gag, except for this one time the drain was backed up and I had to pull out what was probably like at least 3 years worth of nasty old hair and conditioner and whatever biofilm had formed. It probably weighed at least a pound and it was the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. That shit smells awful. One time I was unfortunate enough to move into an apartment and a week in the shower started clogging. I pull up the grate and find out the drain is actually really big, like 3 inches across. I just see a mass a couple inches down and I pulled a little over a foot-long hair slug of previous tenant's hair. The smell coming off of that thing had me gagging. Of course that shit ain't staying in my house, so I had to walk it across the complex in a bag to throw it out. I couldn't look at the shower for the rest of the day, otherwise it would send me gagging again. Today I fucked up by slapping my dick on the table and shouting laugh at my fiance on Factime. Okay, I just want to start this by admitting something. I am a perv. So is my fiance. It's a pretty nice yin yang thing except we're both yangs. We make crass jokes fairly frequently, like to phone bone and are adamant millennials. It makes her cringe. Had to write it. Anyway, we've been living apart for a while as we finish college. The last couple of months have been a little rough for us though. I have been hit by not one but 2 different hurricanes and have not had power or internet until today. On top of that, my program is all gas no brakes. I've had back-to-back exams and have had practically zero interaction with my fellow yang. Today, I managed to finally gain access to the internet and was able to see her for the first time in what felt like forever. This was an exciting moment to say the least, and I wanted to make the most of it. But how would I do it? Yang didn't know I had internet access yet, so I had a couple hours to ponder and prepare before nightfall. I turned off the lights, lit a few candles and placed them on my desk. Opened my laptop and tilted the screen to the optimal angle and began the call. She answered the phone excitedly, and I greeted Yang with wang while shouting laugh as I slapped my Jimmy Dean on the table, thus initiating our romantic rendezvous. Perfect execution. Delivered the package with more gusto than those FedEx drivers in the pornos. But here's the fuck up. There was laughter. Too much laughter for one Yang and one Wang. It happened to be one of her friend's birthdays and they were gathered around her phone to say hi. Her face was red, my boner was dead, and the call ended faster than my hopes of getting head. She texted me after, freaking out, telling me that we'll talk later. I apologized because I figured she would be alone at the time. She said her friends won't leave her alone now. I'm pretty sure they're all drunk. Her friends keep sending me small dick memes. Too long didn't read, slapped dick on table for funny sexy time, got laughed at by her friends and am currently getting more small dick memes than a jockey private detective. Update, holy shit guys, thought my alarm was going off. But no, it's just this post is blowing up at 4 in the morning. Thank you all for the awards and comments. It's been a pleasure reading them and it is honestly just a great all-around experience. But none of you care about thanks. I'm not as small-brained as you might think. I know why you're here. You have questions, I have answers. 1. Let me hijack my own post real quick. The city of Lake Charles really got hit hard by these hurricanes. Pretty much the entire southwestern portion of the state suffered heavy damages. What has been shown in media isn't comparable to what it has been like in person. So, please show some love to the area if you can. 2. Yes, Jacksepticeye's famous laugh meme was the inspiration behind my mating call. Maybe one day he'll read this and think about my wonderful use of the English language. 3. Her friends sobered up and stopped sending me memes. Honestly think they might have just ran out for the time being. Yang calmed down and laughed about it. She said that her friends were just busting my balls because got a full view of them. I was not nearly as amused. 4. Lastly, as far as size goes, I will not confirm or deny anything. My fiance and unfortunately now her friends will be the only ones privy to that info. So I'll play the proverbial cock tease. But all good teases have to please at least a little. So, I'll leave you with another silly rhyme. Is it big or is it little? Something huge or a tiny skittle? Long, hard, short, hard. Thick like a tire or thin as a card? Honestly it doesn't matter. Work with what you have, and give them a good splatter. Edit, spelling. So, is it really that small or are they just teasing you? This is truly what the people need to know. Romance is not dead, but top spooner is. Dinner is served. Thanks to everyone who liked. Holy shit. I've never commented on a post before like this. I just thought it was funny to me, so it might be to others, but Jez, I didn't expect this. Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage as an entree is a staple in my household. This is amazing. I can sleep soundly now. Was especially amazing because I couldn't stop picturing both of them as former presidential candidate Andrew Yang. The real question is, does your wang not hurt after all that slamming? Mama always said no pain, no gain. But Mama never slammed her dick in front of her fiance's friends. At least not twice.